Well, guys, it's that time again. It is Solstice of Heroes. Now, Solstice of Heroes is by far one of my favorite events. New armor, cool new sparrows, like, just a whole bunch of stuff just to keep you occupied until the end of the season. Normally. Although I'm not going to go back on my rant, Destiny 2 still is a little bit dry. But it's less dry now that Solstice of Heroes is out. And the objectives are actually not that bad this year. Unlike last year where it was like 50 bounties to masterwork and whatnot. So I'm going to share some tips and tricks on just how to do this. Tip number 1. Get as many things done at one time as you possibly can. So say for example you need a whole bunch of arc kills for like 3 pieces of armor, but they have to be in strikes. So go into strikes with like Trinity Ghoul or an arc subclass or just something and go get those arc kills done because they'll count on top of each other. It's not like you can only do one objective at one time. So there's tip number 1. Now tip number 2 is definitely going to be, when possible, do stuff in the European aerial zone. That is out for a limited time and it's there specifically for Solstice. And so it's really, really easy to get all your stuff done in there. Tip number 3 is going to by far be get a friend. Do it with a friend. Because if you guys are both generating, I don't know, another example, arc orbs at the same time, those orbs count for the other person as well, which is really, really cool. So an example of this is just right here. You can see that in the background footage, he uses Storm Trance, and he's dropping arc orbs for me as well. So, now, tip number 4 is going to definitely be, in the European aerial zone, there are small crystals that will spawn around. I don't have any footage of this because I ran out of footage, but there'll be little colored crystals that'll spawn around. Break those. Those will grant 7 elemental orbs depending on the day. So if it's a solar day, the crystals are going to be orange and they're going to drop solar orbs, which is going to be super helpful if you're looking to get, I don't know, 1,000 orbs for no apparent reason. Just putting that out there. Tip number 5 is going to definitely be, use momentum control to your advantage. It's out right now, and there are lots of elemental bows that will one-tap people. And so just, like, pull out a Ley Monarch, pull out a Trinity Ghoul. Can't think of any solar bows at the moment. But I'm sure there's a solar bow somewhere. But they one-shot headshot. And I know I got all of my kills done in 3-4 matches of momentum control. And yeah, so those are some of the tips that I've got for you. And I'll be back later this week, most likely with a guide on where to find all of these different crystals that I mentioned in tip number 4. But that's all I've got for today, guys. I will see you in the next video. Peace.